Hi everyone. So now we are going to take up session 6. The session 6 is all about knowing impact of entrepreneurship on economy. It is something interesting because entrepreneurship is no, all about it's a kind of intervention in the flow of economy, and it's going to add so much for economic development of any nation. So in that perspective, I have developed a couple of video modules to understand the whole, the concept of economic impact of entrepreneurship. And so by end of these the couple of video sessions, you will be familiarized with the area of the economic impact of entrepreneurship. So in this the module, so we will understand the basic concepts of economics. It is a kind of introduction to the entire the session 6 video 24. This video 24 is to know the basic concepts of economics. So we'll understand the basic issues and how the economy is functioning in the nation, and what is the intervention of entrepreneurs in the economic activities, to just understand the linkage between the economy and the entrepreneurship. So the basic concepts are going to be useful for all of you to identify the linkage. So when you see the economics is all about the goods and services, factors of production, and scarcity, supply and demand theory. So when you see these are the four important the basic elements of economics, right? The goods and services which have some kind of economic value in the no, the whole the transactions in the society. And then so when you just look at any kind of production and production activities, so there are certain the factors which have got some economic value. All these are working together and then aligning each other in producing the products and then the services. And at the same time, the concept of scarcity is again root cause for mass production, and then the creating market for serving the customers. And at the same time, when you look at the place where these transactions are taking place, you will find a kind of supply as well as the demand for the goods and services. So the theory of supply and the demand indicates that how the economic the flow is happening, and what type of value is created in the society. Economic value is depends on the demand and the supply, the ratio, right? With that, further let us just the progress and see that the economic and then enterprise. The goods and services are the products of our economic system as a whole. You can see that in the economic system, the goods and services are the main issues. And then entrepreneurs, they respond to the consumers' wants and the needs with the goods and services. So when the entrepreneurs are looking at the whole economy system, where entrepreneurs identifies a gap that actually indicates the consumers the needs and wants, and then the customer supposed to be served with the required the goods and services. So to fill that gap, these entrepreneurs are entering into the economy system, and then trying to provide the goods and services to the end users. So if we just look at the four basic the factors of production, like land, and then the labor, then entrepreneurial ideas, and then the capital. So then you can see all these are the various important elements. If you just see the land, that is something related to the resources on and then beneath. So you can see that's the one important aspect. So land is one the major issue, and as far as the labor is concerned, is something about the human efforts, and then the human element, how actually the human element is involving in converting the resources into the finished products. And at the same time, if you look at the third one, that is something related to the entrepreneurial the ideas and then decisions. So that are another important aspect. At the same time, So the entrepreneurial activities, the production factors are required. So the factory and then the tools and then so other equipment, that is something related to the capital. So you can see these are the main issues, and then so land and then human, then machines and then material. So all these are the main the four important factors, and then the economy system is dealing about all these factors. And when you look at the scarcity, is something related to the giving up and one thing to the gain another one. So you can see that no the scarcity in the sense, no, so whatever that we have the resources, so these are not sufficient for all of us, and then in that case, no, whatever I have the excess, I'm just no sacrificing that to the people who are actually lacking, and then I'm taking from the others, whatever that they have the access. So in this way you can see that there is some kind of giving up one thing and to gain another thing. So this is a kind of scarcity that is happening in the economy system. And as far as the demand and supply is concerned, it is something related to the consumers are willing and then able to buy, and the demand curves shows that the relationship between the price and then the quantity of the demanded products. So you can see that the prices is depends on the especially the demand and supply. Then if the demand is the more, you will find that the price is more, and the supply is more, the demand is less, then the price is the less. So you can see, so that is the logic that is working in the economy system. So if you just look at the economy system, when we are talking in the the whole the talk, so then you can see that an economic system includes a set of the laws, institutions, and then activities that guides the economic decisions making. You can see these are the main aspects. So in the economic system, you can see the set of laws, the rules and regulations, and the institutions are there, like RBI or even various institutions, the guiding the institutions, and then policy making institutions, and the various activities, and then so the decisions that are taken at the government level, and then institutions level to guide the economic activities towards a particular directions. So if you see the economic system, that is something related to certain the questions and then answers. So all economic systems attempt to answer the four basic questions. So the system is something related to answering these the four. So one is what goods and then services should be the produced. So that is the one aspect. And then what the quantity of the goods and services should be produced, and then for whom should goods and services be produced, and then how should the goods and services be produced. So it is something related to the basic questions in economy system. We're all involving in various activities directly indirectly related to all these the dimensions. Then if you see the free enterprise the system, that is something related to the most democratic nations have a free enterprise system, where you can see the individuals, they can identify the opportunities, business opportunities. They can come out with their own ventures, and then produce the goods and services, and then serve the customers as per the government, and then as per the institutional norms and then regulations. So a free enterprise system is also known as the capitalism or a market economy. So now, so very much in India, you can see that the market economy is very well present, and then there you can see a lot of the capitalism activities, and then liberalization and privatization and globalization. All these are happening in the economy system. So with a free enterprise system, you can see the people can choose what to buy, and they can choose to own the private property, and they can choose to start a business and the compete with the others. So you can see as a whole in the free enterprise system, in the free economy, so where the entire the flow of economic activities are market driven and then capitalism oriented, and there is a lot of the freedom for the consumers to choose, because there are so many the product and services in the market. A lot of options are there for the consumers. So then in the process, what happens, you can see the quality will be increased, and then price also will be reduced. That is the purpose of this the free enterprise system. And then in that, the entrepreneurs are supposed to work in a very systematic way, and they must be very competitive in doing business. So with this, all these basics that you can understand as introduction to the whole the concept of economic impact of entrepreneurship, and with these basic concepts, we'll just further move to understand further this particular concept. So let me just stop here and thank you very much. And no, let us meet in the video 25. Thank you very much.